Here's a live look at Capitol Hill in Washington this hour. The Democrats have received a significant boost just as the midterm elections loom on the political horizon. The Senate has passed a landmark bill incorporating clean energy investments and other measures, legislation that appeared to be dead just weeks ago. For more, let's turn to our Julia Wong in Washington. Julia, this bill is called the Inflation Reduction Act. Tell us more about what it includes.
So, Chris, there's almost $400 billion to tackle climate change in it, and there are subsidies for energy-efficient products and appliances. There are tax credits for electric vehicles and incentives to encourage wind and solar power investments. Now, this bill has been touted as being able to cut greenhouse gas emissions by around 40% below 2005 levels by 2030. Senate Republicans are pushing back on it, though, saying it will only make life more expensive for Americans.
The Senate has now passed the most significant bill to fight the climate crisis ever. And it's going to make a difference to my grandkids. The world will be a better place for my grandchildren because of what we did today. And that makes me feel very, very good. Very, very good.
Democrats passed this bill that's on the floor today. This inflation crisis is going to get worse.
Also included other items like prescription drug costs and tax enforcement on large companies and the wealthy. But the climate provisions are significant. U.S. President Joe Biden has made tackling climate change a cornerstone of his presidency.
Julia, we saw that big smile on Vice President Kamala Harris's face as she broke the tie in the Senate. How important is getting this act passed for the Democrats?
So as you just mentioned, the U.S. Senate is evenly split between the two parties, so every single vote from the Democrats was needed. And it's sometimes been hard to get all Democrats on the same page. And there were concessions to get some items, so everyone, like moderate Democrats, on board. And the party managed to do that. They managed to unite around a bill that looked to be dead until recently. So this also looks pretty good for Biden, who has been suffering with low approval ratings due in part to inflation. And the midterms are coming up in November. So this bill gives Democrats some wins to talk about with voters.
All right.
What it means is that right now, regardless of an election, that the American people are being seen and they're being heard. And one of the things that they want is that their leaders get things done, fix problems, offer solutions.
So the bill now heads to the House, where it likely won't see much Republican support. The House is Democrat-controlled, though, and the bill is expected to pass later this week. From there, it will head to the president's desk to be signed into law. Chris.
All right. Thanks, Julia. CBC's Julia Wong in Washington.